Wait, we really are turning into a relationship podcast?
You're funny.
I just saw some things that were really interesting.
Yeah.
We're here to save the world.
Or watch it go down in flames. One or the other. Welcome to the threesome, y'all. This is the podcast where the three of us are hoping to get through this episode with electricity.
Or Tesla.
Don't get me started on Elon. If this is your first time finding us, we welcome you and we're so glad you're here. If you are back for more of this, we thank you as well, and you are the real MVP. So, without further ado, I will introduce the girl with the sultry voice, our point person and optimistic realist. We like to call her Star.
Climate change is real. This thunder snow is some BS.
Well,
okay, but like it was almost 40 degrees yesterday. Well, it was like 35 earlier today. I mean, and in a couple weeks it's supposed to be in the 60s.
I'm not even tripping on the snow. I mean, you know, it's been unseasonably warm around here. However, you know, if you gonna throw it to us all at one time, the snow, the wind, and the rain, like, come on,
man.
Anyway. And that dulcet baritone, of course, belongs to our man in the middle, our voice of reason. We like to call him Magic.
Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same.
Oh, no. That's right. That is right.
Let Erica have it.
Yeah. Let who?
Miss Badu, because I'm nasty.
Okay, well, bringing up the rear as always, I, of course, identify as the pragmatic contrarian of our group. My pronouns, if you care, are Her Highness and that bitch, and they call me Storm. Listen, the storm is here. Okay.
Right. Open up your window. You want a sound effect.
Oh my goodness.
Good luck with that.
But yeah, it's been unseasonably warm here. And so, I mean, and I'm the only one that's been complaining about that because people are like, shut up. What do you want it to be cold? No, I want it to not be hot, then cold, then hot, back and forth within the same week. I want it to get to one temperature and like maintain so that we all don't have pneumonia. That's what I want. But whatever. You know,
Mother Nature
is clearly, she's clearly trying to kill us. And, you know, the way we act, do you blame her? So there's that.
She's like, I'm just helping y'all along.
Right. Because y'all pissing me off. Like I have suffered you too long. But, okay. So Magic has come up with the first segment. Instead of us calling it church announcements, because remember we were looking for a new name, Magic has come up with foreplay.
Fundamental to every threesome.
And so as I ask, anyone have any foreplay this evening?
Oh, I'll be back next week.
Ooh.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I want y'all to send us inappropriate questions. and we'll answer them next week.
Oh wow! What an invitation!
Inappropriate questions.
Yes, I hate that word, so makes it even more fun.
Naughty.
Well, because I mean, well,
What
I
makes
guess
it
it's because
inappropriate?
because in my old age, I'll ask anyone anything. I don't give a fuck.
But will you
And I
answer
guess,
anything?
well,
Yeah.
I'll answer. I mean, I may not give you the answer you want, but I'll answer.
Send them in. If you choose to remain anonymous, send them to us personally. We'll keep your name out of it.
Yeah, I know somebody that listens who will probably have a whole bunch of them, and they'll be
a
all
whole bunch of
aimed at me.
a whole bunch of inappropriate questions.
Yeah,
That's
Let's
interesting,
go.
though. Oh, okay. Sorry.
I meant with the questions, but yeah.
Nothing else. No more foreplay.
Nope.
This
you know
week.
what?
Send it
I'll
over,
do
listeners.
foreplay because I was going to save this as a topic, but I won't. It's too short. So one of the videos that I've been seeing a lot of this week is, I don't know where this is. I want to say Atlanta. Who knows? But someone has started a mommy and me pole dancing class. And like the video shows, the mom and, mostly daughters, but some of it's mom and sons, mom and multiple kids, and they're having fun in this pole dancing class. And the comments, of course, up under, some of them typical, some of them making very good points, where, oh, somebody has said, well, this is perfect for core strength and all of this other stuff, blah, 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 blah. And then somebody, of course, said, yeah, it's about to be an Olympic sport, yada, yada, yada. But pole dancing has different implications depending on depending on, I guess, what culture is viewing it, right?
You naysayers.
But I just thought that was
I've been using naysayers all week. Well, for 2 weeks now. I've been calling people naysayers.
You queen of the naysayers. Who you calling naysayer?
How dare you? I don't think she saw that segment on.
I forgot what college
because it was on
football
it
show
was on college football. Yeah.
Oh wait, okay.
Yeah.
So wow. So what's the thought?
So the white announcer. Let me see if I can find it, and then I'll share it with you. Hold on.
While you're looking,
and then you'll
stop shaking your ass just
finish.
to prove a point, black people. It's okay to celebrate and keep your ass still.
Yeah, I'm over the twerking. You don't have to twerk everywhere. Twerking at brunch, this is ridiculous.
Church.
Yeah.
Children's graduation.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. And that's not even the older person in me. That is just, I mean, like,
I don't care about the class. Like, honestly, I really don't care about the class. I don't understand why you have to put it on the internet. Like that's my thing. Like,
because
I really don't care.
Join the class.
I don't know about that.
You want people to sign up?
Well, apparently people have signed up. So, I mean,
but they want
I don't think it's marketing. Take
your children to Barnes and Noble.
Exactly. While they're still open because
Well,
they're closed.
listen. I'm in favor of the bookstore as well, but I mean, it's not a bad thing for mother and child to both keep their bodies in good condition. Like that's okay too. Like
Yoga.
Gym
again,
membership, yoga,
I was
jogging,
very grateful.
basketball.
Hey,
again, I don't care about the class because I'm like the other commenter. Hell, I mean, because the core strength that's involved
I
with the
get
dang
it.
on pole, like,
Dude,
hey, if you could teach your child that early, good on you. Like,
listen,
but
Like, put her in gymnastics.
exactly. I was, you know what? I
well,
was getting ready to
no,
say,
no, 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 no,
just
no, no,
called me
no.
a warlock.
Gymnastics. No, 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 no. Y'all gonna get these
Lord.
children hurt. Everybody can't be in gymnastics. Gymnastics is dangerous.
Okay,
And
so
pole dance,
For people,
is it?
it is not as dangerous as gymnastics. I'm here to tell you.
okay,
Gymnastics is
so
very
yeah,
dangerous for someone who's uncoordinated. It is very dangerous.
yes, definitely gymnastics is a dangerous sport. However, what I'll say is this: you know how you call me a warlock? So even at my size, one of the reasons why, okay, my core it is because my core is still very strong. You understand what I'm saying? Like
Right,
that, I never
right. But that was
had
from all them.
a role in
But
my life.
that was from all them years that you spent on the pole. I'm telling you.
No, that was from all them years of running and playing basketball. Like there's other ways of developing your core strength.
No,
Enough to
I
knock
get
out
it,
50 sit
but
ups in the
I
moment.
get it. I get it. But my point is, no matter what you do, somebody is going to have something to say about it. People are going to object to you doing it. I have heard people object to having kids like the 3-year-olds playing basketball. I've heard people get mad about that because
I'm a father. It
like they're
is my
not.
job to keep my daughters off the pole.
Yeah, yeah. The pole, I get it.
Okay.
You do have.
I
You
mean,
have
I think
to be
it's
an athlete. You
I,
have to have to.
I think it I think it's your job to keep them off the streets, but that's a whole nother issue.
Nope,
Um,
that's their job.
well, I mean, hey,
Listen,
I know.
you.
Listen, I know people who have been on the pole, and they are good people, and I am not going to
Nobody's
disparage
disparaging.
that pole.
Nobody's.
Nah, there's some. There's a whole lot more junkies.
Yeah, there.
Okay,
I'm not
well, it's a lot. It's a
pole
lot of
there.
junkies in my job, and nobody says nothing. Nobody's like, "Oh, well,
But they need
don't be out here." What?
none.
Nobody's disparaging pole dancers. I have nothing against people. Look. I
Right?
admire.
It made
It's
me lots of
legal.
money.
I
It's
admire
legal.
the athleticism that it takes to do that. Right. But
That's all
as
I'm
we
saying.
all know, there's a lot of negative connotations that come along with that. No matter what.
But my point is, you can't make decisions based on other people's perceptions. That's my thing, because somebody's always going to have negative connotations about all kinds of things.
Yeah,
All
that's true.
kinds of things. So,
Um,
do what you like, but my point is you don't really need to blast it all over the internet.
yeah, yeah. Promotion. That's the day we live in.
Yep.
Okay, well, let me show you about the naysayer while I have it here, so that people are up on it.
And while you're pulling that up, I
Uh,
just want to say rest in peace to Kim Mays. There's a Detroit rapper called Super MC, and it is alleged that he killed his girlfriend. I don't know if that's true or not, but if you did, you took a light out there.
Rest in peace to Tony Tate too.
Yeah,
oh, rest in peace.
yeah.
Okay, well, on a lighter note, let's here you go.
Jalen Milroe often wears his own branded apparel reading LANK across the front. It's an acronym that stands for Let a Naysayer Know. Being told by his former offensive coordinator,
That
Bill
is
O'Brien.
not what I thought.
Is that not what you thought?
Boy, let a naysayer know.
Let a naysayer know.
Of course.
The professional's right in the middle of his lead. That's all right. I just keep
thought
going.
you almost lost me. It got real tight up here as you were. I just want to let you know.
Reese, you were too smooth with that. I thought it was going down. It was going down out here. Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, that was
but anyway.
that was the thing about the naysayer. So but yeah, that was very funny. So for the last 2 weeks, people been calling everybody naysayers because it's funny. Yeah, it just is. Okay, so what do we
Get to
have?
these topics.
Well, so I was sent an article because of a discussion that a friend and I were having, and it was off of Match.com, and it says, "Women, 10 habits that are keeping you single." Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Let's go.
First, move phobia. Being born male does not gift men with unassailable self-confidence. Sorry. Men know that they are supposed to do the running and they hate it. If you want a date, go and chat him up. He'll be too delighted to say anything other than, "Wow, yes." By the way, making eye contact with a guy is not the same as making the first move. Eye contact is no matter how flirtatious you think it is, won't get you very far unless you accompany it with a hello. Playing hard to get. We don't need to describe that. Give the definition for that. Okay. Romantic perfectionism. If you wait around for love,
preach.
for love at first, you may be waiting for a very long time. Lust at first sight happens all the time, but it ain't love until you share the bathroom. Wait around for that thunderbolt of first glance love will have you waiting and single. Okay.
I like this person.
Appearance insecurity. Don't ruin your social life by canceling plans every time you get a zit that no man will ever notice because he's too busy looking at your breast. Avoid wearing too much makeup. 2. The natural look is much more appealing to men than a troweling slap.
Nah.
Face paint. Too much face
I think it depends on the man, but go ahead.
Okay. Too much face paint makes you look desperate, and that's never a good look when you're trying to impress. Similarly, don't let your waistline fixation spoil a romantic meal. A tasty dessert shared with your date could seal the deal on your evening, and it's unlikely to make a difference to your weight unless you have a date every night this week.
Bars.
Bad man choices. Fear of being single often drives you to accept dates and more dates with men you don't really fancy. Trouble is, you're wasting precious time with Mr. Okay, I suppose, and you could be finding Mr. Right. Low tiff tolerance. Do you run away from a relationship as soon as it gets slightly shouty? While we never advocate for hanging on to unhappy relationships, do remember that no relationship is perfectly happy all the time. Boyfriends aren't perfect. Relationships are not perfect. And the road to happiness, the road to happiness is strewn with ups and downs. Ex talk. No, really. Do not mention your ex on a date. Okay?
Preach.
Sofa hugging. The guy you're hoping to meet doesn't live under your sideboard. So if you want a relationship, you're going to have to get out there and start meeting people.
First of all, you don't know who I'm hiding under my sideboard.
Number 9, and we're at the last two. Number 9, desperation. Men can smell your desperation from half a mile away.
Mhm.
You feel the need to ring him up on your way home from your first date, it had better be to answer his missed call. I'm not sure what that means. Okay. So, number 10, relationship resistance. Are you happy, fulfilled, and busy with your work, home, and friends? Do you find that the occasional fling satisfies your need for lust and male attention? Congratulations, you have a great life. Now stop reading articles about why you're still single. Not everyone is cut.
Correct.
Okay, not everyone is cut out to be one half of a couple. And a relationship is not a compulsory element of a happy life. If you can, hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
Finish.
You keep dipping a toe into dating, but never quite feel comfortable with it. Perhaps you're better off single after all. And that's it. What are you people?
Listen. That was what I was going to comment about this whole damn list. I objected to the premise that that there's something wrong with being single. Like, I object to that wholeheartedly.
Okay.
But also, when it comes to the actual items on the list, I tend to agree with them all.
Mhm.
And for the most part, most of them apply to everybody, not just women, but everybody.
True.
So, yeah.
What say you,
But
sir?
particularly number 10, be fulfilled in your own life.
Yeah.
And don't be worried about attracting somebody, and then you attract people naturally.
I believe I've said most of that on this show before, and some contrarian might have jumped in and said otherwise, but all right, it's hard being right all the time.
And you wouldn't know. But
You ain't gotta believe me. Time tells all truths.
Sure. But also the thing about men preferring the natural look, I think that is true of a lot of men, probably most men, but there is a contingent out there that wants you to be fabulous in full face makeup and hair all the time. So
They're called
there's
pimps.
that. Right.
There are quite a few, and I've seen them, men, who are like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Like they want you to be done up all the time. I agree. Listen, if you somebody who wants somebody in full face makeup and hair and fabulous all the time, guess what? I ain't the girl for you, and I'm okay with that.
most of those men are like image guys. You know what I mean? Like guys who
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
friends or coworkers or whatever to see them in a certain light. Most of the time, they want to be jealous of them, and they feel like all of that goes along. Yeah, that's a whole problem.
Most of them are controlling, and it's a whack ass tactic to keep you distracted by bullshit than actually concentrating on the fact that they don't have as much value as you think they do.
Yeah.
That was bars, by the way. I like that. But yeah, you're correct. A lot of them are controlling, and again, if a dude don't like me the way I am, I say to him, I am not the girl for you. And that's fine.
And that's fine.
Like that doesn't upset me. Like if you think telling me I'm not the one for you is gonna reduce me to a puddle, refer to item number 10. I have an entire fulfilled life outside of you. Don't need you. Don't need your approval.
That, I'm not the woman for you. You understand? It's not you. It's not me. It's just that we're not a good match. And a lot of times guys will think that that's BS, but it certainly is not. It doesn't take long to find out, to figure out that somebody's, or that you're incompatible with someone. And
what kills me is when they try to weaponize that.
Well, I don't fall. I disconnect when that starts happening. It's like, okay, yeah.
Oh, me too. Yeah, me too. But they do it because it works with a lot of women.
Yeah,
security is a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's some crazy bull. If we not a match, we not a match. I mean, just flat out. What was I getting ready to say? Hello?
Men of the catch?
I think we lost Storm.
Oh, man. Who's going to interrupt us?
There she goes.
Is your electricity working?
No, it's fine. That was totally my fault.
I pushed shit.
Yeah, I have no issues with people's preference. I'm not for every guy. I'm not for most guys. You understand what I'm saying? Like the typical dude. Yeah. I'm not that person. For a whole bunch of different reasons, and that's okay. But what I really don't care for is those dudes who, it's cool to have your preference, but those who go out there and verbally bash like those that are not their preference. Rather it be because the woman wears weave, she wears too much makeup, she wears fake nails, fake eyelash, whatever. She's heavy, she's too skinny. There's a barrage of things that men get out there and be like, oh, I just don't like women who just, okay, why do you have to publicly state that?
Comment. Yeah.
I don't understand that. And in such a hateful tone, it's all over the place and it's ridiculous. You like what you like, and that's fine. So anyway, next topic. So what went along with that article was a guide, a step-by-step complete guide on how to flirt. You ready for this?
Oh, God.
Oh, I need this class because I don't know how to flirt.
Okay.
You and me both.
Okay, so for the guys, it says, listen and respond. What is sexier than listening? Don't just nod in response. Listen to their stories and share things about yourself. Flirting is all about engaging with the other person and making sure that you're equally sharing the connection. Okay? Look into their eyes. Eye contact is a must. Making someone feel that stomach flip when you catch each other's eyes and one of you has to look away first. There's nothing better. In fact, contact of any form is important. Eyes, hands, and attention contact. Okay.
Top feels. Got
it. Read their body language. Mimicking someone's body language is a way of telling someone you're watching and responding to them, or to them. I'm sorry. I read that with a question mark. Anyway.
I'm dancing off beat.
It will make them feel close to you and as if they're being listened to. Be confident, but not cocky. Letting someone know you're secure in yourself is incredibly attractive.
Bitch, don't be me. I'm the goddamn reason you in VIP. Oh, sorry.
Now that song is in my head. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Don't be afraid to show your nerves, especially if you're a guy who is dating women. This is how to flirt with a girl one-on-one, guys. Being adorably nervous is endearing. Okay? Now, for the ladies, be attentive. Find out whether the person you're dating is passionate about the thing that they're talking about and ask them for more details about it. For example, if they're talking about how much they love going to theme parks, ask them what's the best roller coaster they've ever been on. Okay? Communicate openly. When you're asking questions, you should always be prepared to answer a few too. Tell the truth, even though it's very tempting to embellish a little. Eventually, they'll figure out that you haven't met Tyler the Creator backstage at a festival. All right.
Or care, for that matter.
Throw around some playful teasing. Discover their sense of humor. Exaggerate and be slightly sarcastic. Throw some emojis in there and send memes. If they send some slight shots back, you know they like you.
Hey, yo, don't send me no fucking memes. I'm grown.
I'm sending you all the. Let me write this down because I'm sending you all the memes next week because I haven't forgotten.
Just do the opposite of the shit they say works. Okay.
I'm not trying to attract you. I'm trying to annoy you. That's the difference.
The neg does not work on me.
You're low, Storm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Get up on the microphone.
Is that any
don't
better?
Message too much. A difficult one. When you like someone, it can be tempting to message 24/7. But remember to have boundaries. And if you're busy, don't be afraid to leave them on delivered or read or whatever you want to call it. Ask them out first. If you're messaging, it can be a great way to get to know someone. But you should make the most of being able to see a person in person again and see if those sparks fly. For those who have yet to make up their minds, yep, that's a non-binary reference you'll find in Kinky Boots, and we're not ashamed about it. Dating as someone who doesn't necessarily identify on the typical gender spectrum is an added challenge. If you don't identify as a guy or a girl, or if you're fluid, flirting should never have restrictions. You can show signs of flirting a million different ways. Just make it personal to you. Be honest, but don't feel the need to explain. You're not the non-binary pentomath? That's the word. Yeah, me neither. Keeping things away from gender politics and pronouns lets you stay more fun and sexy. Don't overthink. Not everyone is waiting for you to mess up. Chances are, if you're messaging or meeting, they're probably into you. Don't be afraid to let them get to know you. Confidence is sexy, so don't get bogged down in anxiety. Let your eyes linger on them. Leave the phone alone. Okay, we've all done it.
Yes.
Take the phone out when they go to the bathroom trick to let everyone know you're safe and having fun or not. But leave the technology out of it. Having your phone, paying too much attention on your phone takes away from the person that you're so-called interested in, and it's a turnoff. Pull the cinema classic. Sometimes the old tricks are the best. Putting your arm around someone establishes physical contact, not to be, I don't know what the dentist system is. What's the dentist system? It says not to be too dentist system about it. Okay.
I don't know.
And it helps you feel comfortable and safe.
You're asking the wrong person.
Who knows? You can even give them a little kiss on the cheek if they like. Send flirty texts. Why is there so many more for the women? Send flirty texts.
Y'all suck at flirting.
Well, I do. I'll tell you that. I am not good at flirting at all.
Having a conversation with someone over text and sending flirty texts. Are some of the best things. When texting, we want to communicate things that we did just before via messaging. I don't understand this, but it just says send flirty text. So here, I want to know what the dentist system is.
While you're looking that up, I have a couple to add to it. One, for men, compliment her on things she can control. Every man in her life has been telling her she has beautiful eyes or a nice body or she's cute or whatever since she hit puberty or probably even before. Compliment her on something she can control, like what she's wearing, her hair, how she did her nails or whatever. That's way more effective. And for women, I hate to be so traditionally bullshit about it, but generally speaking, men are the hunters, women are the hunted. Men are not very well equipped to turn down when they're hunted. There's a video online right now. Actually, there's several of them of some women some woman just going around to random men saying, "Smile, it looks good on you," and they're all melting. You're shot.
Like you're too handsome. You're too handsome not to smile.
Right.
Yeah.
You're too handsome. You're too handsome to have your mouth all twisted in a frown.
And all of them are melting. We're not equipped. You can have any man you want. Just go get him.
You know what's weird? Like I have anxiety about a lot of things. I don't have anxiety about dating.
Okay.
Talking to someone, like I don't know how to flirt. I wish I did, but having a conversation with someone,
he likes me.
Whatever. But having a conversation with someone, like I don't have a problem with that. I'll talk to whoever.
Okay.
So it depends. I mean, it depends. I can't say about what because it depends on who you are and what you're saying. Because, I mean, when I'm here to tell you I've had some conversations with strangers about odd things, like I just have, because I don't care. I'll talk to you, whatever. Yeah,
okay.
Having a conversation with men is not anything that I've ever had anxiety about.
One of the things when I was younger, and I still stand by it, and a lot of women do not understand this. I tried to kind of let a few of my female friends in on it over the years, whatever, but it a lot of women have false security in themselves when they think they see a woman who they feel like is less than they are. And they feel like that they're not a threat, right? So
no, I never get behind that.
Huh?
I never get behind that because I mean because you're like,
oh, she's this or she's that or she's the other. You know, he not paying her no attention and this, that, and the other. And I used to say to them, I'm like, you know, I'm not trying to set up stalker mode in any of you guys. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but, you know, you really kind of need to get that out of their mindset because I learned really, really, really early on. There's not a dude that I want that I can't get. You understand? And it's so simple to get them. Now, keeping them may be but if I just want to play around with somebody, get out of here. It's too simple.
I was gonna say, here's the problem. Like, if I see a dude I like, I'll go talk to him, and probably 8-9 times out of 10, I'm gonna find out I didn't like him like I thought I did.
Well, no, my whole point for even bringing any of that up was, like I said, a lot of women, feel like, oh, well, I'm so much more than that particular person. I'm not worried about that person. And first of all, you should worry about nobody. I mean, like, it's whatever.
Right, exactly. But they're looking, but they're judging everybody. They're judging everybody superficially.
Exactly. And don't let it be for
the
reason that you feel like it is.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. If a woman is watchful enough, and it doesn't take much, you can figure out how to get that man. And it doesn't take a whole lot, especially during certain, let's just say, periods of their life. You know, the guy who is married and coming to work, and normally he's always happy, whatever, whatever. And he's for a couple of weeks, he's down, he looks depressed or whatever, right? Now, somebody sitting up watching that dude could be like, oh, that's probably something going on relationship wise. And so, you know what they do? They go in and they chat that dude up. They start trying to build up his confidence, trying to cheer him up and do all of these other things, maybe stuff that he's not getting at home at that time. And that's how that kind of shit begins. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Never let another woman be cooler than you. And fellas, you never let another man be more passionate about her than you.
Exactly. Because it don't take much for people to wiggle in a weak spot. It really don't.
20% start looking real cool when you missing out on it. You realize you lost 80.
And depending on what part of the 20% it is. Yeah.
Don't matter, it's a weakness.
Real quick. Yeah, I mean, and I think I've said it before. If you out here choosing someone to be with based on a whole bunch of superficial criteria, then like you deserve what you get. Like I don't know what else to say. You deserve exactly what you get, because
you know what? That's funny. That's funny that you said that. There's a friend of mine who has been having issues here lately in their relationship, and they've been in their relationship for quite a few years, and so of course this is not the first time. I mean, it's a relationship; it happens. But at this particular time, they're kind of going through something that really has my friend like really, really down. So I was having a conversation with another friend, and I was like, yeah, I feel bad for them, whatever, because they just seem really off their game. Like, this is really, I hope they get over this hump. My friend immediately says, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for them, because I told them when they got with that person, for the reason that they stated that they got with that person, that they were gonna, run into issues like they're having. And I feel like he deserved what he gets. And I was like, oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. I was like, oh, well, and like I said, I've talked to a lot of guys, and that's their thing. Like, they go and they pick the most, beautiful woman that will give them the time of day. And now they're complaining because now you're married to her and she won't work, she won't cook, she won't clean, she don't want to do nothing but shop. But that's what she was doing when you found her.
But you just wanted. It's not what you
right. You got her because you wanted arm candy. She's still arm candy, and now you're mad because she's not more. I can't feel sorry for you.
Somebody that's attractive, there's nothing wrong with that. But
no, that's not what I'm saying.
Reason that you decide to put a ring on it, like, and there's so many other things. Yeah, no. Also,
correct. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what this attraction that guys have to crazy women. I know this is slightly off topic, but I mean, I get it, but I don't. You understand what I'm saying? Because
I got you.
If you in the playing around stage of your life, okay, I get that. You want the ones that are a little off, bipolar, schizophrenic, whatever they got going on, right? But when it comes down to being in a relationship and building and creating families, like, what are you thinking? And then when that person does nothing but show you what they've always been showing you, and now you're just paying a little bit harder attention to it, you are heartbroken and destroyed. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
In the words of Jim Jeffries, there is a huge difference between a chick that will let you fuck her up the ass because it's your birthday and one who will let you fuck her up the ass because she can't go another minute without a dick up her ass. And that is the joy of crazy women. But you have to know Routine behavior will be routine behavior. At some point, it's going to get annoying.
Yeah. Yep. You have to have the ability to see around corners a little bit.
On that note, I'm entirely too high for this conversation. I'm still stuck at 3 minutes ago, but we've been at this for a while, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Just to move on, the dentist system, really quick. Dentist system comes from a TV show called Always Sunny. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I never watched that.
But
I'm familiar.
It's one of the actors' systems for chasing women. And I'm not about to break it down to what that means. If you're interested.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have one last one. Okay, and it's quick.
Okay.
It says, teacher goes viral after sharing a list of prohibited words in her class. Okay. These words, sayings are prohibited in my class. If you are caught using these words, you will write a short essay explaining why you choose to use these words in an academic setting to express yourself. There are many ways.
Is bruh on the list?
Wait, yes. There are many ways to articulate what you need to say without using slang. Please know that using slang in an academic setting will diminish your capability to become a successful writer. More often than not, the way you speak is the way you will write. The gibberish some of you choose to use is improper English and sometimes inappropriate for the setting. This is an educational institution, and you will conduct yourselves as scholars in my class. All right, so that was her note, and here's the list.
This is high school?
I like her.
Yeah.
This is high school?
Okay. I'm assuming, just from the verbiage from the paragraph, but could be college. I don't know. Whatever. Going down the list, bruh, standing on business, or SOB. Ooh-wees and ski-wee. Ski-yee. You ate that up. That's cat. What's up, gang? Bet. On my God. On my God, Miss T. I guess that's the teacher. On my mama. On my daddy. On my N-word. Riz.
Naysayer.
Right. Riz. R-I-Z-Z. I never heard that one. What's up, G-Way?
Like people slang is short for charisma. Like they'll say you risen a girl up with your game. So yeah, it's slang for game, I guess.
Okay. What's up, G-Wade? In the cut with my twin. Just vibe. On bro. On hood. Gang. The N-word. Naysayer. On me. Naysayer. On the set. Freak you mean. Period. Or period. With a T.
Amen.
Munyon. Big dog. Motion or big motion. Just vibe.
Okay, we can be here all day.
No, wait. Just vibe, twin. What's up, twin? And it's giving. That's it.
Okay.
I agree with him.
Those are the only ones? I mean, I don't disagree in principle, depending on what type of... This is a writing class?
I don't know.
I guess in English at the very least.
At the very least, yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, depending on what type of class it is. Because that line about if you speak this way, you'll write this way... That's true to an extent, but not necessarily. But also, if there's creative writing involved, then that's not a problem. That's why I was saying, like, it would depend on the class. But, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. If I had a problem with it, I'm sure there's other teachers to teach that class.
Send it to me. I'm giving that list to my children.
All right.
Yeah, but I mean, surely, and if we're talking about like an academic writing setting,
I bet not see none of that shit.
I mean, I'm okay with that because when I'm having a debate, magic, with someone,
It's one-sided. It's not a debate.
it's not one-sided. That's my point. But if I'm having a debate with somebody and they're trying to convince me that something is true, and they start off by saying, well, I feel that. Like, how can I take your point seriously? You know.
I feel that a lot.
Well, yes, but if you're arguing, if you're making an argument and you're trying to give somebody a fact, saying what you feel that fact is, it doesn't. It's weird. It's weird to me. But a lot of people do it. So yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. I mean, well, you know Star because you were around when I was raising my child. Like that was one of the things that I've always said to my child and your child and any other child that was around. I'm correcting your grammar so that you get accustomed to hearing it the way it's supposed to be. So that when you go take that test that they're eventually going to make you take, you don't have to study as hard because you can look at those questions and determine quickly, you know, what the correct grammar is. Like, I'm trying to make it so that it's second.
For not letting us use slang in the house till we were teenagers.
Yeah, my mother was the same way. And like I said, it came in handy on those standardized tests because I mean, especially the language arts, the grammar part, I used to get like 100% on those without even trying. And people were like, you know, oh, well, you understand the parts of grammar. Okay, maybe. I just understand how, like looking at those sentences, I can tell that an adjective doesn't go there. You know what I mean? Like an adverb goes there. So, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really have that struggle.
She's doing them a favor, is what I'm saying.
No, she is. She's definitely doing them a favor. I didn't really have those struggles in raising my daughter. She didn't really start using slang like that. Until, well, not around me anyway, until probably about high school or so. But yeah, a lot of academic, like a lot of teachers, professors, and things like that. I've been hearing it over the years where they are having to correct students in how they communicate with them, rather it be face to face or via email, especially the email, because that same language that they use with their friends, they're using with their teachers and professors, and it's a whole thing. You gotta know when to leave the street out in the street.
We still had the Cosby Show on TV. Y'all would know these things.
Yeah, but he messed it up for everybody. But yeah, I remember when the kids were little, and they were over my house. Your child, my child, and that girl's cousins. You know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So they were over my house, and I walked into the room, and I said, "How are you doing?" And the oldest one said, "I'm doing good." And I said, "Really?
Oh, Lord.
Give me an example of what good you're doing."
Right.
and the look at me was like, "What is wrong with you?" and
Like,
then my child and your child, right? Then my child and your child are whispering, "You're doing well. You're doing well." because I had gotten them with that so many times. They knew. So they were like, no, I'm doing well. I'm not doing good. I'm doing well.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's all I got for this week. Hopefully you all were entertained.
For sure.
Yeah, fun times.
Oh, I also did this week my trip down music memory lane. I did Field Mob for those who don't remember them or never heard of them. I think rapping wise, they're somewhere between Trick Daddy and T.I. But they have the playfulness of the Yin Yang Twins, which doesn't really work for me, but they can rhyme. They have 4 albums out. The first 2, I felt like the beats were dated. If I listened to them back then, it probably would have worked better. I think on the 3rd album, they got it all together as far as the cohesiveness of the beats, the rhymes, and the choruses. It really gets interesting on the 4th album because I was like 7 songs in before I'm like, why is Lil Wayne on every song? And while all the songs are clearly original, it has a mixtape feel because it's got DJ tags all over it. But a few more songs after that, I'm like, that's not Wayne. That's Sean from the group. And I'm like, I've seen heard a lot of Lil Wayne impersonators, but it's down to the accents, the voice inflections, like everything. If you're not paying close attention, because it even sounds like Wayne's on the background vocals. It's super weird, but it's a good album. So if y'all get bored, check that one out.
I don't think I've listened to their 4th album, so I have to check that out. I stopped checking for them right about the 2nd album.
Yeah, like I said, if I listened to them back then, I probably would have liked it more. But as of 2024, like, nah, these beats are so that era. We done? We out of here? Calling it a night?
Unless you have a gym.
I do. I forgot the exact quote, but it's something to the effect of most of the stresses in our lives are based on what we imagine, not what actually happened. Take that, anxiety. If you like the show, tell friends, tell foes, tell hoes. And if you don't, tell everybody you know, because Lord knows people only listen to shit if you tell them it's whack. If you tell them it's good, they're never going to pay any attention. It is the Threesome Podcast on Facebook and Instagram, the Threesome Pod on X. Get money, get sex, live your life. Oh, hi Putang Jinyal.
I Putang Jinyong.
No, hi. Putang Jinyal.
Ah.
Don't ask.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not asking.
It's Ada.
Well, I would tell you that I'm going to walk the dog, but the snow is taller than the dog right now, so.
No.
Kick him out in the backyard and let him figure it out.
No, not my baby. There's coyotes out there. No, I have to go. I'll go shovel a trench before it's over with so that, he'll have a little area. But, yeah.
Aren't you the good mommy?
Of course I am. All right. We out.
Peace.
Thank you.
Love, peace, and soul.